Hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar. I'm Santosh Maiban, Santa from Service Desk Plus team. Hope you're all having a great day. In today's webinar, I'm going to talk about how to extend ITSM best practices to all your services. Now, before stepping into the webinar, we have seen how IT departments function in an organization. We know like how requests or queries from other departments apart from ITs are being asked to like HR, facilities, payroll, and to any other departments. So we're going to see in detail of how to extend the service management capabilities or the best practice to other service departments in this webinar. And since I've been working as a product manager for the enterprise service management, I'm going to show you like what's the best takeaway on today's webinar, what you could actually share to your organization or to the teams in your organization. So it's really great to be a part of this webinar and to talk to everyone. So let's have a quick look on what the real scenario is, even before we get right into our today's topic. If you look at this particular screen, does this look familiar for you? So here is a scenario where there are different set of users who are trying to email HR or communicate to the legal department through mobile phone, use chat for finance team, or use a web portal for travel. So users are trying to reach trying to reach different departments through different mediums. If you look into your IT help desk or the administrators who are there on today's webinar, if you look at your IT help desk, you would see that you have a help desk which has this ITIL framework and the best practices around it. So the tool that you're using is industry certified, like it has a framework and it has all best practices. Now, is this kind of a tool that your HR department uses, or is this applicable for other departments who are also providing services but not knowing that they should have a tool which is like industry certified and should have that particular tool in their organization to support their users? Now, IT has a lot of tickets coming in. They wanted to automate their processes. They want to have workflows. They want to have scenarios. So the moment tickets keep coming in, they wanted to like filter out the high priority tickets. So those are some automations that IT follow in today's tools that they use to provide services for the users. But is it the same that's been done for the other departments? Now, IT also emphasizes users to like log into the help desk to create your ticket. You also get to know what's the status of your cases. They also educate the users like there is a knowledge base that you could make use of, so you don't need to rely on IT. So IT emphasizes users to like use the self-service portal, and also not only self-service portal, reach us through different channels like email us, or there is a chat medium. You could also phone to the dial into the toll-free number. So these are all different options that IT users get to reach the IT department. Are we having the very same capabilities for the other departments in the organization? Also, IT has very strict matrices like SLAs and reports. They need to like make sure that they stay right within the customer satisfaction level. So is this the same for other departments? Likewise, finally, like technology adoption, any integrations that's possible. So if you have an internal portal and you want to integrate your help desk right into it to give a user experience, like they can access everything from one place. Or if you have other tools from where like you keep getting tickets coming in, you need to like enhance the integrations between other tools. So IT keeps doing that. But is it the same on today's world for all the other departments as well? So IT has everything in place, but is this the same for all the other service departments? So I'm going to say today that in a way, service management that we are talking about also includes other departments in your organization, such as travel, legal, human resources, finance, facilities, payroll, any number of departments that's there in your organization that provides service to its users does come into service management portfolio. So it's not just only IT that needs to have a good tool with certified processes, automations, integrations, metrics based workflow. So it's not just IT. It applicable for all departments or all service departments in the organization that provide services to the user. Now, what if we could unify the experience so users have one portal where they could reach out to these different departments, communicate with the technician to work on issues or get their doubts clarified? How will it be if we could unify the experience? So let's see how it would look like. So we are introducing the Rapid Start Enterprise Service Management, where you have one organization, one portal which manages multiple instances. So all you have to do is just log into the application or log into Service Desk Plus Cloud, and right there you could just keep managing all your Service Desk instances for other service departments. So with Enterprise Service Management ESM, you get a consistent end user experience across all the service teams. So you don't need to have different tools or different logins, just one login, and they could just switch between different service instances. Then a central portal for end users to raise and track issues. So I don't need to log into different applications, just one application. I could switch between HR, facilities, payroll, travel, IT to track and raise tickets. Now, IT standards and best practices are also extended to other service teams. So it's not tickets, like you could do reporting, knowledge based change, projects. So all these ITIL-based modules can be extended to other departments and seamless service management with a single tool across the enterprise. So a single enterprise directory, which is a quick preview from the application where it shows how you maintain users, all your service desk instances, the authentication mechanism that the system has, the single sign-on. So this is the quick preview of what the system offers the right from the time you sign in. So one place where you could configure the basic information to get started with. And then you could directly go ahead and create unique service desk instances where you could create separate service desk instance for every business function and facilitate organized service delivery using code-free customization. So this is totally code-free. So you can just start creating your service desk instances for different departments, publish it for the users, or like invite users manually. So you could easily create service desk instances and automations, service automations. So not just for IT, for other departments that you create the service desk instances for, you can implement ITSM workflow to efficiently manage all aspects of the business service lifecycle. Then you have built-in catalog and templates. So we provide inbuilt service categories, then templates, then we also provide some categorizations to accelerate service management adoption across different departments. We provide these pre-built templates and service catalogs unique to each business function for HR or for facilities. And a centralized request portal. So this is how a requester or a technician would look at when they sign in to the Service Desk Plus on-demand enterprise service management feature. So it showcases all the services that end users require using a single portal based on individual access permissions. So they don't need to worry about where to find the other instances. It's right there at one place where we provide all the services that are available to the users. They could just click on it or just start searching for the template or any announcement or for any knowledge base for that matter. Now, I'm going to take you right into the products demo and show you what we have. How does it look like? How easy is it to customize? What are all the options you have? So I'm going to take you right into our today's product. Now, this is a particular instance where you are all pretty familiar with. So here is the Services Plus a Services Plus cloud version of the product. As you could see, this is an enterprise edition where I'm at the home page and I have requests tab, then I have problems, changes, projects, then I have assets, reporting. So I have all these modules, right? So this is a regular help desk instance that we are all aware about. And this is an HR based instance. So I'm right under the HR portal where there are a couple of tickets for HR department. And when I go right into my customization, I have templates and service categories specific for HR department. So I get templates such as employee onboarding, offboarding, company loan, business cards. So there are these particular templates that I have for HR department. And when I create tickets or when I need to customize more, I have categorizations available for HR department. So here is categories that's specific to HR department. Now, this is for HR. So how does it look like for other departments, or what are the other departments that we have? So if I take a look, I have IT, HR, and facilities instances. And for each of these different instances, I can go ahead and have my very own customization. I can have tickets separated for different instances. So none of these are being shared across different instances. IT can track the separate tickets, HR, facilities for that matter. While facilities are creating the tickets, they have templates and categories specific to facilities department. They can choose between any one of the templates available, and also the categorizations that we provide are pretty much specific to facilities department. So likewise, users can create more service desk instances and have categorizations or templates or automations even for that matter specific for each business function. So if I go into the admin section, I can configure business rules, service level agreements, or like triggers and other custom rules, notification rules. So I can have all of these very, very specific to each of my business function. Now, where do I go ahead and configure the main configuration of the application, or how do I create service desk instances? So I'm going to take you all to the enterprise service management directory. So when users sign in and log into service desk plus cloud, this is the portal that users are directed to. So users would get a central page. So this is a common page for both requesters and technicians to know what are all the services that is available for them. So this is a technician's portal, and this is how it looks for an end user. So based on what are all the portals that's been made available, the end user gets an access. The end user can go ahead, search for a particular form or solution. So they could just type, and it's going to fetch data from against all the service desk instances, from announcements, solutions, and templates. They could also just click right into an instance. It takes the user right into their service desk instance. They could just look for what are the options available, go create tickets, track tickets that they have already registered, and also to switch between the instances, it's pretty simple. Click on the profile, switch between IT or HR department. Also, I could just directly go to the ESM portal. So these are all the flexibility the end user gets. They could also go ahead, mark their default portal. So right from the next time, it's just going to take them right into the HR help desk. The same option is available for the technicians. So the technicians also get the same common landing page. They could search for tickets, announcements, or solutions, or go right into a particular help desk. Now, I'm going to go right into Enterprise Service Management Directory. So that's the step two. I sign in, I get to see the instances. Then I click on Enterprise Service Management Directory, and let's see what are the options we have. Here are a couple of terminologies where what we want users to get acquainted with about regarding the product. What do we call it as? Why do we call it as ESM? And what do we call as an instance, a portal, an ESM directory? So what is it all about? So here is a quick preview of that. And then there is a common page. This is a common area where you could configure the organization's details and its data. Then we have provision to go ahead and configure Active Directory authentication right from the ESM directory. You could import users into the system, you could associate them to instances, then you could verify your domains, configure your single sign-on using SAML authentication. Then we also provide ESM portals customization where you could just customize the whole of your landing page. So this is the landing page that we saw a while ago. You can go ahead, totally customize this page, bring in more external applications. You can have this portal serve in such a way it's the central portal for the whole organization with more links customized in it, videos, however you want. You could tailor it. So we have sample data over here. You could just go ahead and start expanding this particular code to make your customization. Finally, we're going to have a look at service desk instances, how the service desk instances function, how easy is it to create. Now, when I have a service desk instance defined, I get to choose what's the instance name, a specific URL for that particular instance. I can assign an owner. So service desk instances can be created by the organization's admin, the person who actually signs up into the cloud version of Service Desk Plus. So once that person creates a Service Desk instance, nominates any user as an owner, this person will automatically become the SD admin of this particular instance. So once it's done, even the org admin can't go ahead and work on that particular instance until or unless this owner invites the org admin. So it is very secure and it does not give the org admin any privilege to go ahead and work on tickets or get to look at the configuration. So each of these instances has to be managed by that particular owner manually. So this gives a very closed, very tight integration for having every instance separately and have different owners work on it. Now, we need to know how easy is it to create a service desk instance, right? So let's take a quick look about how easily we could create a service desk instance. So I have a login where I'm going to click on service desk instances, and I already have IT help desk. So as we already said, it just takes 60 seconds or less to configure a new service desk instance and have it deployed to the users. Now, let's see how easy it is. I click on new instance, I provide an instance name, then I can give in a description, then I can give a URL. I could choose the instance type, like do I need to have facilities or HR, so based on which the templates and its categorizations are listed. Then I'm assigning the owner for this particular instance. So let's go ahead and provide the owner. So carp.com, and then finally access permissions if it's for all the users in the organization or users with explicit permissions for this particular instance. So there we go. Now, as you could see, it is very easy to just roll out a new service desk instance in less than 60 seconds. Once done, I can just go right into the instance, and this is going to guide me how to configure the instance from the scratch. It's a 30 days trial. It's an enterprise edition. Also, since it's an HR instance, if you have a quick look at it, you have template categories specific to HR department, incident templates or service templates specific to the HR department. So it's not just the regular IT templates. We predefine templates and categories for HR and facilities. So this way, you could kickstart deploying or configuring automation or workflows for the HR portal. Also, users would have a view of the ESM portal like this, where there is IT, HR. So the moment create other instances, it's going to be populated and it's going to be made available for users. So it's really, really simple to just create a service desk instance and roll out to the users in your organization. Now, let's go back to our demo. So as you can see, we were able to have a common page for the requesters and technicians. We were able to easily spin off an ESM portal service desk instance in less than 60 seconds. We were able to give in predefined templates and categories for HR and facilities. Now, what are the unique features for the ESM? It's rapid start, where, as we just saw, we could create and deploy a new service desk instance in under 60 seconds. It's flexible, where you could choose between the three service desk editions for each instance and switch between editions as required, which means you don't need to have enterprise edition license on all the instances. You could just go ahead and have standard enterprise or professional license for between all these instances. So it's not mandatory to just have enterprise on all the instances. Then centralized, where it gives end user a central portal for multiple service desk instances. As we saw, we had the ESM portal. Then, so spearhead ESM in your organization today. So if you're from IT department and if you know that you are providing services to your HR, or you're configuring templates and automations for your facilities department, or you have payroll for whom you maintain some templates, you can go ahead and say like, there is Service Desk Plus cloud offering enterprise service management. So you could go ahead, create a own instance. You can have dedicated admins just to work on it day in, day out. So you could go ahead and spread the word, like saying Service Desk offers service desk instances where different instances can be created for different departments. And according to our poll results, there were users like who are using a centralized portal, yes, for all the different service departments in their organization. That is pretty cool. And if there were other users like who are still having different applications or different services for different departments in the organization, so you can approach your team, your HR or your facilities team, and let them know Service Desk has the provision to manage all departments right within one place. So these are a couple of resources and information that I wanted to share with you. So once the webinar is done, you would be getting these details from where you could get the video and more information about enterprise service management. So I would like to thank you all for being in today's webinar. Hope you received more information on how you could extend the services beyond IT to other service departments, and I'm pretty sure you would be spreading the word to all the departments about what ESM offers. So if you have any questions as well, you can write to us at the email address right there in this particular slide, and we would be able to reach you out with answers and we'll help you out. So thank you so much again for being a part of this webinar, and have a good day.